Avatron makes some software that you can download for actually any iOS, Android device. So any iOS tablet or Android tablet, and then it will work with any Mac or Windows. So in this case, we're going to use iOS iPad to be a second screen for a Windows Surface 2. Surface Pro, I'm sorry. You just need to download the app onto either your Android or your iPad, and then you need to go over here and download the drivers for, in this case, the Surface Pro. These drivers actually do work with Windows 8, even though they say it's not supported, it actually is. This is where you're going to find it when you download this and do all everything you're supposed to by following the instructions. It's down here in the hidden. It's going to be this little TV guy right here. 2 TVs with, well, actually 2 computer screens with the little Wi-Fi emblem. So that's it. And that's how you connect your displays. So how does this work on Photoshop? I'm going to go back. And what you want to do is, let me go ahead and close out Adobe NAV. I'm going to open up Air Display on my iPad. And it's going to be waiting for a computer. So what do I do here? Let's go ahead. Go to the hidden files. Hit Air Display, and there my iPad shows up. I hit Connect. And now my iPad is showing another screen. Now if I go here, I've already set it up so that I have a 2 monitor setup. Now this is a little wonky because I've done some work on my menu since then, and it's going to show up like this at first. That's easy. That's fine. All you have to do is go up to 2 monitors again and reset it. And voila, I have a second screen, and I can actually, let's add a layer. All right, well, I actually hit it twice, so I added 2 layers, and I am going to pick a swatch, and let's pick green color, and let's see here. And then I am going to take the marquee, and this is an older tool set that I did for Configurator before I found out about the hack, so I really don't need this anymore, but this is good enough for. And let's go ahead and fill that with the, do I have that set up? Yeah, with the little Windows button. So I can actually go back in through the history, all with my finger. There we go. So you can actually, this takes a little bit. One thing I need to, it's a little wonky because it's got to go through a bunch of stuff through the Wi-Fi, and it's not the fastest thing in the world, but it is a workable solution. One thing you need to make sure is in the tool setup for Air Display, need to make sure that presentation mode is off. The only thing should be checked is, in my case, I always have Air Display start on startup. Make sure that use Retina resolutions is clicked off, because if it's clicked on, it has to reset everything and reset 2 monitors. It ends up being really tiny. So make sure that in the Air Display preferences on your Surface Pro that the Retina is off. Makes it nice and big. All right. Now, let me show you. Reset 2 monitors. Like I said, if you're in a crowded coffee shop with Wi-Fi and everybody and his dog is watching Netflix and you have no bandwidth, the iPad cannot find the Surface. So the solution to that is to make the Surface its own Wi-Fi ad hoc network. In other words, it's not hooked up to the internet. It's its own standalone Wi-Fi. You can be out in the middle of a field with this setup, and basically you have a hotspot in your Surface Pro. It's not hooked up to the internet, but it's good enough for government work. And because you're working, you don't need to be on the internet. And this is how you do it. You set up. Let me go ahead and drop this. And let's see here. Ad hoc network. I'm going to right click this so you can see what it looks like. I'll have this code on the website again. And what this code basically says is we're setting up a network. Now, Surface 8 and Surface 8.1 on Windows 8 and Windows 8.1 on a Surface Pro, it can do this. It's hidden. They try to set you up to just share an internet connection. This is the way to get around with it when you don't have an internet connection that allows you to set up an ad hoc network. Basically, you are creating a network, and in this case, SSID is Surface 01. So this network is going to be called Surface 01, and key is the password, and I think it has to be at least 8. It'll give you a warning if it's not enough or it just won't work. But I think it's just 8. You can actually just use numbers. It's not a complicated password. And you save this as a BAT file. So you would copy this from the website, create your own name, and create your own key, your own password, and save it as a .bat file, a batch file. So that way, if I go to, and I'm actually going to go ahead and turn off this second screen here. Okay, let's go over here. And you can see in the Wi-Fi a bunch of Wi-Fi setups. Now, if I go over here, I have to run my ad hoc batch file as the administrator. Do you want it to make changes? Yes, please. A little terminal screen pops up, and then it should show up on your iPad. Takes a little bit. There we go, Surface 01. So right now, when I click that, I've already entered in the password in the past, so I'm all set up. The iPad is talking directly to the Surface Pro. So now I can be in a busy coffee shop. I can be in a field. I can be on the beach. I can be out in the middle of the ocean where there's no Wi-Fi, swimming in a raft. As long as I got power to both the iPad and the Surface Pro, they can talk to each other. And I can do both second screen solutions. So if you've liked what I've shown you, I'd appreciate going to my author page. It's on the side there, on the sidebar, actually right side. And if you like fantasy novels, my partner, Robert, he writes under the name G.R. Legrand, and his author page is also linked in the right sidebar, and that'll just take you to the Amazon authors page for both of us, and pick up a book, appreciate it. And also, if you buy a book, please review it. That helps us a lot. And so thank you very much. Personally, I like the Surface Pro. It's the second screens are going to be a little wonky. Don't expect it to be fast or anything. It's a little bit of a lag, but it's a workable, it's a solution. It's another solution out there for you. I really like Adobe NAV. It works really well. But if you want more menus, then the other one, the air display that I showed you works. That's it. And I am Perry, and I am No One You Know for Story2Pixel.com. Thanks.